Hey, coin folk, Newman's back here. A little different this week. We are out of town at a coin show, but I actually picked up my box of halves on the way out of town. So, be a little different. Don't have the scope or nothing. Gonna have to go analog for any finds. But we're gonna jump in and do it anyways. And if things get exciting, we might even do this one. I ordered ahead. I'm such a loser. I called the town that I'm in and had my bank in this town order a box for me. So it's the first time I've had a NF String and Sons box. But we're gonna start with the usual. I don't know if we'll break it up into one video, two videos. Probably depends on how it goes. But let's jump into this. I don't have a cutter or nothing. So we're good. We're going analog everything. Loop, fingernail if I could use it. Maybe just, there we go. Let's see what we can find. We are circulated and this light is about as bad as I got at home, but I'm not seeing anything jumping out of me here. But that doesn't mean we ain't got something there. We won't know till we jump in. So let's do it. So we've been through 48 rolls. No silver. A whole bunch of checkers. Which I'm going to get to in a second. Got one gold plated 83, pretty beat up. A handful of NIFCs. We got this one, 2005 Denver, with a giant scratch in it, so that is going to go into there. And then we got a few others. What we got? 15 Denver, 20 Philly, 13 Philly, and I think this was another 20 Philly. Yep, 20 Philly. So we got the two heaviest rolls of the box. I saved them. We're going to open them together. And I'm going to need you to help me because I can't find silver by myself. So I'm going to go over here and check these off camera. And you're gonna think while I'm gone. Think of a very specific silver coin that we're going to find in these rolls. We're going to see who can make the silver manifest in this stream. Or not stream, but video. So think of a coin, make it appear, because I can't do it by myself, so I need your help. So I'm gonna go away. I'll be right back, and tell me what coin I'm gonna get, and then we'll see what happens. All right, folks. Well, we had no varieties, so we're down to our two last rolls for hopefuls. So I don't know what you guys guessed, what you've been dreaming of as I was gone, but hopefully you guys right. You made it happen for me, because it's been a pretty rough run on halves. Let's see what we got. Looks like no silver, unfortunately. I'll set them aside and I'll run through them and see if we got anything good, but here we go, last one of box one. I believe we'll easily be able to put both these boxes into one hunt, unless the second one goes crazy on us. Because there hasn't been a whole heck of a lot to talk about, unfortunately. But here we go. Last rolled up. And nothing again. These were both fairly heavy too. Anyways, I'll run through these, look for some varieties, errors. If I do find something, I'll bring you back in for it. But if I don't find something, then I will bring you back in as we open the next one. All right, folks. So we're back with the second box here. I'm about to open it up and see what we got. Fingers crossed we're circulating. We'll still have our are possibilities out there anyways. We can get off this skunk streak. Like I said, this is my first kind of this style box, so I'm hoping maybe it brings us some luck. We got circulated at least. It looks like these flaps on this box make it a little difficult. But let me see if I can kind of flip it up so we can take a look. Nothing jumping out at me. But at least we got something to look at, something to hunt. And if I find something, hopefully, I'll bring it back in for it, folks. All right, let's see what we get. Well, we're back home after the show. Had a decent show. I'm going to show you some of the finds or some of the pickups I have from there. Unfortunately, as far as the box hunting, we finished up the last few rolls once I got home, and unfortunately, about the only thing I accomplished was running out of wrappers for $half. No finds at all in the second box, not even the NIFC, nothing. But so at least I have something a little bit interesting to show you. Get set up and show you the few things I picked up at the show. I'll be right back in a second. Alright, so we're back set up. Gonna look at the show pickups like I said. I spent probably the first day and a half-ish in between getting my submissions in with PCGS and Annex and walking around trying to cherry pick some stuff. Didn't have a whole lot of luck on that. I did find this one 1916 Buffalo nickel with the two feather variety. If you see right in this area here, in between the larger feather and the back of the Indian's head here, there's supposed to be a third feather in there. And it just gets braided away on some. Actually, quite a few years in the Indian series. Or Buffalo series, I guess. But so we picked this one up. Not necessarily a ton of value in it, but probably double my money on it in that range anyways. I'd say probably in the fine range, maybe low VF, but anyway, so we picked that up. I did actually run across a couple other much nicer condition two feather varieties. It was on a 17 and a 17S, which they both would have had some pretty decent value to. I almost talked myself into picking it up, but it was not a complete set, but a large set of the Buffalo nickels, and the dealer had them, priced as a set. Wasn't no real interest in breaking it up, which was understandable, but it wanted like $1,100, I think, for the not complete, but nearly complete set. And I don't know, I just couldn't talk myself into pulling the trigger on it. I think I definitely could have broken the set up and definitely made my money back and made more on top of it. But it would have taken some definite time for that return, so I decided to pass on it at this point. But we did find one at least, so we picked that up. One out of a million buffaloes that I looked at, but that's all right. But anyways, that was the lone kind of cherry picking ish pickup we had, and then I just got frustrated because I wasn't having a whole lot of luck finding anything, and I just started picking up peace dollars because that's what I like. I decided to so if you don't like peace dollars, you might want to skip ahead to the end because we're going to look at a handful of them here. But this one, I honestly halfway can't remember how I ended up with it. I think I was looking at it for a VAM, and then I bought something else off the gentleman and ended up getting this at a reduced price, kind of as an add-on, but I don't know how well it's showing up here, but it's a decent shape. These earlier date mint mark peace dollars are kind of tougher to find in okay shape, so probably, I don't know, in that XF range where he's got labeled, possibly low AU, but I don't know. Picking up quite a shine off of the holder there, but and then I had to get this guy. I've been thinking about for a while trying to put together a whole Peace Dollar set, well, a whole hold Peace Dollar set. So we had to start somewhere. So I found this one for $20. So I couldn't pass it up. I had to bring it home, get it started. So we'll see. Maybe someday before I die, we'll have the whole hold set of Peace Dollars. I don't know. We'll see. But what we got next? We got a few raw ones to look at next here. Let me throw down a flip so I'm not messing any of these up. First one up is 21 High Relief with some definite dark color to it. It has a really nice strike on it. I'm almost certain it's been cleaned and retoned and possibly retoned with purpose. The front is just kind of an overall dark tone, and then the back, I don't know. I just like the look of it, and I felt like I got it at a halfway decent price. I don't know. I might overpay for it, but just because, like I said, it probably is clean. But in the back, just looks like too orchestrated, I guess, as far as the look to it. But like I said, might overpay for it. We'll see. But I don't know. I just really like the look to it. I like unique looking Peace Dollars, and as you'll see, we picked up a few. And I don't know. For me, it fits what I like. We'll see if how authentic it might be. But this next one is a 26S. Again, just has a unique look to it. Just more darker toning, but it's got a little bit of champagne, brownish yellow look to it. I would guess that it's probably in that AU range. It could possibly be low mint, but I don't think it is. I think it's right in that AU range. I don't know. I just like the look of it. Like I said, I really enjoy just unique looking Peace Dollars. So we picked that one up at a fair price, I thought. I think $35, I think. So, I mean, especially with the price of silver nowadays, like getting anything for $35 that isn't chewed up and nasty isn't a terrible deal. This one here is in really nice shape. It's a 35 Philly. It has a few marks that I think are going to hold it back from a super high grade. I don't know if you could see kind of right on the bottom of the chin, jawline, whatever you want to call it. It's got a pretty decent mark there. Down on the neck, it's got some marks. And then it's got on the reverse, it has a pretty big mark. The kind of lower middle of the eagle's feathers there. I don't know. It might come back to a 62, maybe. I don't know. It's got some really nice luster on it, so we might get saved on the luster. Some of the Peace Dollars are harder to pick up with some nice luster on it, so I'm hoping maybe the luster will offset some of those marks, and maybe we get a 63 on it. I don't know. We'll see. But then it has just a tiny little bit of color on it too, which I like. Just like the original kind of look to it. And felt like I got a halfway decent price, so went ahead and picked that up. One more unique looking Peace Dollar that I just couldn't pass up. This one's already graded. PCGS MS63 1922D with just some again, just a unique look to it. It's definitely not going to be for everybody. It might only be for me, but that's okay because this is one that I'll be hanging on to unless I, find a cooler looking 1922D to keep in my collection. I like the look of this one. It's like I said, it's not going to be for everybody. Definitely on the terminal end of toning, but it's just a really cool look for me, anyways. And I've already went through all the piece dollars looking if any of them had any decent VAMs on them, and nothing that I'm seeing. But the back's a little uglier. But I don't know. I liked it. Picked it up at under 63 price, I think, because he probably was holding on to it for a while. Because like I said, it's not a look that's going to appeal to everybody, but it appealed to me, so I had to bring her home. Final piece dollar is picked one up in an old soapbox holder, 1927, graded MS60. I think it's undergraded. I'm hoping, or not. I guess I'm not hoping. I'm thinking it's probably a 63. It has some scuff marks out in the field. You can kind of pick it up right there. I'm like 98% sure it's not cleaning. It doesn't look like any sort of cleaning attempt to me. It looks like it just picked up a scrape at some point in its life before it found its way into an annex holder. But I would say, unless it's kind of a net graded situation, if that's why they got it down at a 60, because of those scuffs potentially, and it doesn't have a ton of luster on it, so I could see maybe that's how they got there. But I don't know. I like the look of it. I thought it was undergraded. I like these old soapbox holders. At the moment, I have no intention of trying to crack it out or get it regraded or anything, so I'm just going to enjoy it for what it is. So that's the last piece dollar, and then we got one more pickup that I just couldn't pass up. Though a little pricey, it was under recent comps, so we picked up 1924 $20 St. Gaudens, MS65 through PCGS. And for me, I looked at a lot of gold. I was trying to pick up a piece of gold, and I just wanted something with this nice original look to it like this one has. I don't know how well it's going to show up on camera, but it just has some light kind of that rose colored toning on it. I don't know, for me it was just a gorgeous coin, and especially with the way gold was going. The day that I picked this up, this was the Friday of the show that I picked this up, and that's when gold and silver were going absolutely bonkers. And like I said, I picked it up at or I think I said this already. Picked it up at well below recent comps in this grade, and that was before prices were going crazy. I don't know, the price of gold seems like it hasn't caught up in the better grade gold pieces quite yet. So I don't know. For me though, it was a gorgeous coin, and I looked at it, walked away from it, and ended up coming back to pick it up. There was this one and one other at the same dealer actually that I couldn't quite decide on which one I liked better, and I ended up going with this one. Just a little higher grade at basically the same price, so they were both had that kind of original look to them though. But that was the last of the pickups for the show. So I wanted to throw in at least a little bit of something that we could look at that wasn't a boring, no finds half hunt like we've been looking at. So hope y'all thought it was cool, interesting. Let me know what you think. If I'm crazy for buying some of the stuff I buy, that's quite possible. But some of you might feel like that, but I don't know. The show was a lot more enjoyable once I stopped just burning myself out, finding nothing, trying to cherry pick and just pick up a few things that I want for myself. So sometimes I guess that's just how it goes. But hopefully next show we can do some cherry picking and find some good stuff. But anyways, we got those submissions in, and when those come back, I'll definitely get them out to you guys so we could see how that went, what kind of major life lessons I might learn along the way. I don't know, but that's going to be it for this video. I appreciate it, folks, and I'll see you on the next one.